Hello, hockey fans. Tonight was game three in the Eastern Conference final between the Hurricanes and the Canadiens. The series shifted to Montreal, even at one. So let's take a look at what took place in this game, bit by bit, period by period. Good start for the Hurricanes, 2-1 after 20 minutes. Um, like I said, It's been a pretty close series for the most part, because only two games were played at this time. But yeah, Hurricanes kind of really controlled this thing as usual, and it really looked like that they were in the driver's seat after the first 20 minutes of this thing. Good period by Les Habitants. They tied it up at two, and yeah, not much else happened, but they got what they wanted, an even game after 40 minutes. So what would the third period give us? Would we see some goals? Would we see the goalies kind of hold strong? What would be the result after 60 minutes? Well, we have OT again, second straight game in this series that we need an extra period. And of course, the last time it was short, only just over 3 minutes, and then Nikolai Ehlers put it in. And there's not a lot of shots from the Canadians. I guess they like quality over quantity. I guess, but even so, they've made it this far to extra time. So, what would happen? It's on home ice for the Canadians. It's in Montreal. Would they would they get it done? Would they shoot it and put it in, or would Carolina strike in overtime yet again? We really are getting Vegas versus Carolina, aren't we? A lot of hockey fans are kind of believing it's going to head that way, and they say it's going to be disastrous, and all because Montreal again thinks that they could do again what they did in Game Seven against Tampa Bay. Now we all know how that game went. Montreal had neuf shots on goal all game, yet they somehow won that game. But here's the thing: games like that can only happen once in a blue moon. You can't do that again. This happened. That was their problem in game two. They were not shooting, and here it is, game three, in a pivotal game three with the series tied 1-1. They're not shooting the puck. You need to, Montreal needs to get some shots. Here's the shots breakdown, bit by bit, period by period. In the first period, Carolina 15-5. Second period, Carolina 10-6. Third period, Carolina 7-1. In the overtime, Carolina 6-1. They had two shots in the third period and overtime combined. That's what, 34 minutes of combined ice time with only two shots total? You can't win like that. You have You have to tirer le rondel. Shoot the puck. Shoot the puck. 13 total shots on goal. If you add game two, that's 25 shots in two games combined. That's not going to get it done. Again, the Canadians are trying to copy what happened in game seven against Tampa Bay. You're not going to win games like that all the time. You have to shoot. What did the great one say? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And Montreal is not shooting. They really need to shoot. You know, it's really bad. Jacob Dobish, he had 35 saves, but he lost because his teammates are not shooting. Now it's 2-1. The series is still going to be in Montreal for another game. That's on Wednesday. They need to shoot the puck. They really need to. Tirer le rondel, Habs. Shoot the puck. Shoot it. And of course, tomorrow is game four in the West. Vegas, Colorado. And it could be the end for my boys. Or we could break the brooms and probably start a miracle. Who knows? This is the league for it. There have been four. There have been four reverse sweeps in NHL history. The last one took place 12 years ago. So who knows? We could pull it off, or we could get that one win that breaks the brooms and get eliminated the next game, or it could all end tomorrow. So we'll see what happens. But in any event, that is my recap of Game 3 in the East. If you like this video, click the like button. If you're on YouTube, click subscribe if you want more. If you're on TikTok and Instagram, feel free to hit that follow button. And I'll be back around this time tomorrow to recap Game 4, hopefully with the good news that we're in this series. So stay tuned. And again, Canadiens, tirez les rondelles, shoot the puck.